Hello and welcome to another map review. We were actually going to do this map that I'm showing at the moment for a map review. However, every time we started the map review it crashed Farming Sim, so we're not going to do this map. We're actually going to do another one. We're going to do this one, Petrowka. Or Petrowka. Well, I'm very sorry if I butchered the pronunciation there. This is a Ukrainian map, so I thought I'd have a look at this one. This is actually only the second Eastern European map I've actually looked at. I looked at the Bumblebees Valley, I think it was, which is a Polish one. This one is my first sort of Russian Soviet sort of area kind of map. So this is Ukrainian. So this is the first time I've looked at one of these maps. So let's have a look. Let's get our Land Rover, Courseplay and Money Tool sorted. And let's load the game. So the map we were planning to do had a lot of errors, and as a result it seemed to crash Farming Sim. This one on the other hand, we don't have any errors, which is really good. So we won't be crashing, so that's even better. So let's fire at Courseplay, and so these kind of Eastern European, Russian, Ukrainian style maps I have not really looked at in any way. So this is a very different type of map for me. So here we are. Let's take a look at the map and see what we've got. So we have a number of fields here. We have, what do we have here? We have 20 fields, yeah, and we start off the map with just one, I believe. My eyes not deceiving me, I think we just have field 3. Yep, we just, oh, I'm not sure if we have this. Not sure what this is here. But it's kind of bolded. That may be just sort of a general thing, but we definitely just have field 3. So obviously all of the sort of labels are in Russian or Ukrainian. So you know, unfortunately my Russian straight Ukrainian is well 0. Worse than my German. So we are going to have a really hard time with the labels here, so we're just going to have to guess. Okay, so take a look at the sale points. We have 7 sale points. The standard fruits on this map. However, let's have a look what else we've got. We do have some production on this map, as you can see. So we've got flour, sugar, bread, pallets, cheese, butter, strawberries, tomatoes and raspberries. We don't have any animals, and we have only 100,000 storage on this map. Let's take a look at starting equipment, and we have here a New Holland 8340, a case 1455 XL, a case 1660 axial flow, and a 14-foot header. We've got a FarmTech trailer, a Kuhn cultivator, a Kuhn plough. We have a Great Plains seeder. We have a Kneveland fertilizer spreader. We have a couple of weight and a pickup truck. So although it's a Eastern European style map, we don't actually have any Eastern European equipment on this map. As you can see, there's our we're on the farm. There is our combine. It's paving stones, a very kind of industrial look to this. Got our seeder, cultivator and plough. Got our tractors there. You see there's some kind of broken down equipment or something there. Very sort of industrial and broken kind of look. We have maybe this is a fuel tank, I'm not sure. No, that's not. I was just seeing if that's a fuel tank that we could the trigger point, but it's not. There's definitely this is a customization shop. Bring in your vehicles to customize them. Another little storage shed here, again very industrial storage shed. There's a broken down combine there. Guessing this might be water. Or is it just decoration? That's just decoration. It's very kind of compact thing here. So let's just take a look. I'm wondering what's over here. So we've got the fields. So we've got some labeling of buildings. So I'm trying to check these out. So what we have here, we have, this is let's see, seeds and fertilizer, if memory serves. So this is one of the fabric script ones. This is put in fertilizer and water and you get liquid fertilizer. Yes, so that is water, that is solid fertilizer, and that is your output. So that's liquid fertilizer. This one is manure and liquid manure, and you get fertilizer. So liquid manure, solid manure, and fertilizer there. And then we've got the classic seed master here. So you put in seeds, and you put in you put in grain, and you put in liquid fertilizer, and you get seeds out. So that's that. So notice on this farm we don't have the animals on the actual farm itself. They're elsewhere. This, I'm not sure what this is. It's a slurry tank. Yep, that's slurry storage by the looks of it. But everything is not much in the way of roads. So far, I haven't really seen roads. They're kind of very track-esque. There is some floaty trees to run through here. This is a new map, so we have this is the soybean factory. The soybeans, water, fuel, and you get pig food, liquid manure, milk, and out. So yeah, this is standard as the slow soybeans factory. Put in your soybeans, water, and diesel, and you get some outputs in the form of pig food, milk, and slurry. So yeah, that's cool. Right. I'm gonna try and find where we are on the map. So we're actually, I think, up here or around here somewhere. Yeah, we're up here. So there's lots and lots of sort of trees that are kind of being used as low-level scrub to sort of kind of make it hard to move around. If you kind of look around, we're just flying through trees galore. This is our little sheep pasture. and we've got just quite straightforward food, water. There's no storage here. I'm guessing this is where we buy the animals. So the wool will be around here somewhere. I don't see a spot for wool. Where is the spot for wool? Somewhere around here there'll be a spot for the wool to spawn, I guess. So let's take a look. At the end of this field we've got to okay, so we've got some forestry, by the way, over in this sort of far northwestern corner. So there we have some trees. A nice little lake, actually. It's quite shiny. So we've got that. It's kind of bordered by these scrub trees, that, you know, the type of trees that I hate. So these are not things you can hit with the Scorpion King, but those will be. Again, we've got kind of very dirt painted on road here. Okay, let's take a look now. So we're going to jump. Actually, I'm going to jump back here because there's a building there which I want to check what that is. I can get over this wall. So let's just fly. Let's actually fly most of this. It might actually make life easier. That's just like a storage shed, actually. Okay. So here we've got, we're going to do low level flies today. Not high level. So there we've got some of the fields. As we look at the map, some are square, some are odd shapes. These, I guess, are to do with houses in this maybe village. Oh, starting field 3 is an odd shape, but it's not a hugely odd shape. It's got say 3 straight edges and a slight curve to the back, so that's kind of okay. So let's pop over here to where the chickens are. Where we're stood. Oh, okay, I see. Just popped us outside. So I spy mud mod. So that's a mud mod thing. There's a kind of broken down church kind of thing there. We have a yard, so we have a gate. I want this open. That was weird. Okay, so we have our chickens. This is another yard. We got this is where our pigs are as well. We've got some storage. We've got the mud mod, as I was saying, which can make the ground dirty. We've got a pigsty, usual storage, food and water. We've got some decoration. We've got some sheds. There's a sale point somewhere here. I'm not sure what for. That's a silage clamp. So we can make silage here. I'm guessing that could be water or something. We've got another nice little shed. And I'm going to fly over this wall. There's a sail point on the other side, or somewhere around here. There's supposed to be a sail point. According to the map, there's some trees. Definitely some trees for us. Apparently there was a sail point. I can't see a sail point anywhere. A building for sails. There's definitely another. Well, there's a road. going off into the countryside. What's this here? I think this might be our sell point. Oh, we've got a factory here. What do we have here? This is pallets. So this is pallets. This is you give this board wood and you get wood chips and empty pallets out. So there's some production on this map, as we've sort of seen. There's another shed here, or mud. Not sure what's in here. Just a straightforward shed. Very industrial sort of fencing stuff. So there was supposed to be a sell point, and I'm not sure where that is. So let's get back in the air so we can just have a look. Say that's, unless that sell point there is that there. Which it could be actually. I'm not sure. Lumberyard. Let's have a look. That could actually be the sell point for this. Which says on the map lumberyard. Okay, so let's go to the map again. Let's kind of just jump down to here. So this is the BGA. This is a grain sale point on the BGA. We've got an above ground silo king, and just to make it harder to get at the silo king, there's some concrete pillars around it. So that's going to be fun. We've got a couple of silage clamps on site here. We've got our digestate. Let's see. Yep, so there we go. It says something like biogas power. Now I'm just wondering if there's nothing else here other than the sort of BGA and the sale point. So it's big silage clamps. Let's take a look to the air again. Head down here. See what we've got in the air. And we are flying around a lot today because this is a very kind of squirrely map, so might as well. It gives us a good vantage point, and it enables us to see some buildings and stuff, so we can actually investigate. So it's a slightly different way of doing things. We have another little site here. This appears to be a sale point. I think. I'm guessing this is a sell point. We've got something here, trigger point. This is inputs. Let's see, pallets, water and flour. Flour. This is the bakery. So this produces the bread. So yeah, pallets and so on go in here, and you get some bread out. Yes, so this is the bakery. So this is the bakery. So this is the bakery area here. Let's take a look down here. Actually, kind of want to check out this. What we're going to do is hit this here, and then we'll sort of head into the middle a little bit. So let's fire over here. What do we have here? We're kind of looking at this potential sale point. I'm kind of stuck here. I seem to be stuck in the wall. Great. I don't know what the sell point here is, but we're stuck inside it. This is another. Okay, so this is probably straw, and that's definitely grain. Well, there's signs that it's taking wood. So wherever we were stuck is literally over here. We were stuck in that. Not sure what this place does, but it kind of looks industrial, like a power plant almost. But it's got two sell points on it. It's got a grain sell point, tipping point there, and it's got something that looks like a straw selling point there. Quality timber. Oh. Hold on, that can actually be wood chip. Yes, wood chips. This is wood chip. This is probably going to be selling wood then. This is probably our wood selling point. So let's have a look at this thing here. I'm guessing this is. I'm going to do that from the air. That could be. So we've got some fields here. We're at the bottom of the field. Kind of looking around. I was kind of thinking this sort of big patch in the middle is just grassland. It's a communal grassland area. There is something up there on the edge of it, so we can definitely take a look. And there's a road up to it from there. So this is this is grassland. And then this is a kind of communal grass pasture. So it's a nice big area. So if we just drop down now, you'll see this is just grassland. So this is where you effectively are going to pick up your silage. And I think this is either communal or it's actually owned by you. But essentially that's, it's a grassland sort of thing. We've got here some more farm buildings. So we've got we come up the path here, you've got some storage sheds. We've got a silo here as well. There's a drop-off point there, and this is a kind of a filling point maybe. This could be our silo actually, for our farm. Not sure why we can't open the gate. So there's another building through here. Big ass wall. What have we got here? Oh, this is some kind of storage. So what have we got here? What do we have here? I really have no idea. I am not sure what that is. Do we get an indication when we walk in? No. I'm not sure what this is. There's definitely something to store here. I am not sure what it is though, because yes, we've got like a fill indicator, so there's definitely something we can drop in here. Okay, let's pop down here because that's where our pickup truck is. Aha. So this is the kind of Lenin statue. here in the kind of town square. We've got the little propaganda posters here too. So I'm guessing this is a kind of Soviet era farm, because obviously the Lenin statues are still there. These are very kind of Eastern European Russian country houses, and very much in the that sort of style. You can see, although that one's got a very modern looking private looking fence, yes, there's some very kind of private looking kind of old houses with some with their own little characters, as it were, on them. Okay, so let's head down here. We're going to head over here next, but we'll just head down to this sell point. So one of the things I've noticed is that the sell point locations, although this one is actually where it's supposed to be, I'm guessing this is wool. It's a little building in the middle of the town. I'm guessing that's wool. Let's head down here. This is the milk sell point. Fairly straightforward. Drop off milk and sell. There's something else here. There's 2 trigger points, which kind of makes me to believe there's something else going on here. There's a production line. Aha. Not sure what this is. Milk. This is where you get your cheese and your butter, and so we drop in milk over there, and you'll get sort of output of cheese and butter. So I'm guessing one is a pure sell point and one is the feed for this production. So you can sell the milk straight, which I think is probably this one here on the left, and the one on the right, this one, is where we feed the production line. We've got a big open area here. We're not going to look at that. We are going to look at this though, because there's something going on down there. So to enable that, we will fly. There is this is the lumber yard. This is a sawmill, basically. It's a standard G kind of sawmill. Wood chips and so on, but this one actually looks like it's been modified, and this is actually a production. So this is probably boards. Yeah, this could be the pallets, the board pallets. So we're dropping in logs go in here at some point. There's fuel there. That's definitely a fuel spot. Logs are around here, I guess. I'm trying to see if I can find the board that generally says what the production line's status is. There it is, in this shed. So yes, you give it fuel and logs, and you'll get pallet wood chips out. That is what this section is here. This kind of thing at the corner. So everything's very spread out on this map. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here, but I'm going to double back because there's stuff over here that I kind of want to see. We're going to fly. There's a shed there. Actually, it looks like a storage shed because I can see little floaty displays. So, yeah, this is definitely. These are definitely storage sheds. I think you just drop stuff in them and So you can put your root crops in and so on. And yeah, that's probably potatoes, maybe. Kind of, I think. Yeah, you put in your auto. That's a fill. So you drop in your crops into there, so tip them in, and then you've got a filler which will basically register how much is in there, and then enable you to sort of fill your trailer. There's another something over here. This kind of looks like another biogas plant, but no, this is the pig food mixer. Okay, so this is a pig food mixer. So it's got a lot of. There is a truck driving through the field. Well, no, that truck is in the air. Sorry, that truck is floating in space. Just like me, but yeah, that's a pig food mixer. We are actually miles away from the pigs. So the pigs are all the way up here. The pig food mixer's down here. So this map is, you are going to be running around this map to do a lot of stuff. So there's another building here. I kind of want to take a look. We're going to try and nip around the front. This is the TMR mixer. The grass, straw, hay, and you are good to go. And that's near field 3. Got a fuel station. We are going to pop down here. We haven't even hit the cows yet, and the cows are over here. There will be probably the last place we hit. We're going to kind of curl through and up to there. So we know there's a fuel station. That's fairly straightforward. I'm going to drop here because I want to see what this is. This looks like greenhouses. So I wonder which style of greenhouses they're using. Oh, they're using this one. So these greenhouses, now what's this one's going to produce me? So this one is a style of greenhouse that is on the Great Country map. So you put diesel, you put fertilizer and manure, I think, in this one. You get and pallets and all kinds of stuff. You put a lot of stuff in these. And you get, I'm not sure what that Humber Fall is, but it's one of the outputs, one of the fruit outputs that we had on the sale map. So there's only one greenhouse. It's a big greenhouse, but we've got a sale point here. There's a barn sale point. That's wood, straw, and that's the sell point there. The animal dealer and shop is just on the other side here. So this is an interesting map. As I say, this is not my kind of thing. There's very tight fields to get to, lots of tight tracks. You've got a nice big farmyard, shop farmyard there. This is the dairy. Oh, it says dairy, but it's actually not. Seed sale point, animal. What's that? Wool. So kind of a general sale point. Yeah. So that's that. There's something up here we want to check out, and there's also something over here we want to check out. Yeah, so this isn't my style of map. A lot of people do like this style, but yeah, this is definitely not my style of map. But we check it out. It is nice. It's got a lot of production on it. Is that another greenhouse? Ah, yes, another 2 greenhouses. So these are the other two greenhouses for the other two crop that we basically had. There's, yeah, so if I was playing this map, I would definitely put the sail point. I put a sail point at the end of each of these runways because it's so tricky to navigate this map. I mean, we've kind of been going around here for 35 minutes, and it's all over the place. There's literally, yes, you've got some nice fields. You've got tiny paths and trackways to get to things. So you've got big fields, but you're gonna have to move equipment around. What we got here? We've got another facility, production facility here. This is quite an extensive looking one. Lots of drop-offs. This could be sugar. Yeah, this is definitely sugar beet. Yeah, this is a sugar production facility. So dropping off your sugar beet around the back, and you will get sugar pallets out at the front. And yeah, so that's that. So let's take a look. So let's go over field 15. There's a building over here. It is a nice sort of countryside, but it's kind of reminiscent a little bit of old English countryside in the sense there's lots of dirt tracks and stuff. But this is a very kind of industrial countryside. Because it's all the buildings like these are concrete, and so on. Another storage location here. So you've got lots of these little storage locations, which is kind of cool. So we've got that. Let's quickly head over to the cows. So this is our cow pasture. Here's the shed. Feeding trough. Milk robot C2. Kind of industrial yard again. Slurry and manure. That's our cow pasture. I think the water is on. Oh no, hold on. Here it is. So the water's there. Where's the grass? Ah, there it is. So some of the feeding's on the pasture with the cows, and that kind of covers things. We've kind of gone around the map and checked out all the sort of elements to it. Did we check this down here? I don't actually remember. Let's I can't remember what we saw there. Oh no, we didn't. This is different. So we've got another building here. This is a bakery, and this is a production bakery. So something was. We thought someone was a bakery earlier, and I think that's actually was actually flour production, because this is the bakery. Yeah, this is definitely the bakery. Put in wheat, RS wheat, empty pallets, and empty pallets, and RS barley. So this is flour, barley flour, or barley. Oh, actually no, hold on. Oh, this is grain. This is grain. This is actually where the flour comes from. So there we have it. I think we've covered everything. So this is say our first Eastern European map of really heavily Eastern European. We did do the Bumblebees one, which was Polish, I believe. This one is a kind of Ukrainian, Russian style kind of thing, very it almost kind of smacks to me as being Soviet kind of era. You've got some of the decoration is very much a collective Soviet type thing, very industrial. The layout of this map is not my style. The roadways are, little dirt tracks. There's no paved roads here, really of note. You get around by dirt tracks. There's a lot of low-level scrub trees that just make traveling between fields impossible. There's definitely a lot to do on this map, but you're going to spend a lot of time traveling between points things. So for instance, your food mixers for your animals are literally on opposite sides of the map. So for instance, your pig food mixer is literally the southern part of the map, and your pigs are at the north. So there's definitely some stuff to do on this map, and it's it has a lot of functionality in here for you to do, and some nice looking countryside. And there's you've got forestry, you've got greenhouses for vegetables, you've got your crops, you've got your animals, as I say, and literally you've got everything on here. But it's a very tricky map to navigate. We do have this massive big grass field in the middle of the map as well. You're never going to be short of silage, I can tell you that. So with that, yeah, this is a nice map, but it's definitely not my style. If I was actually doing this, unfortunately there's no base equipment, which is Eastern European, but if I was this way inclined, I'd find a set of mod packs that have Eastern European equipment styles, and I would have those as the base equipment on this map. It would make it very topical, and very much kind of in keeping with the realism of the kind of map style. But this is it is a very complicated map in the sense that it's spread out, and you've got to wind through roads to get to A to B. For instance, there's no direct route from the farmyard at the top of the north part of the map to the milk sale point, for instance. You literally have to go through a windy little village. You can't go across fields because of the trees and so on. So it is, as I say, it's a very complicated map. So with that, thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. This, I say, was my first kind of Eastern European style map of a serious nature, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and if you like some of the stuff I'm doing, please hit the subscribe button. I have a Let's Play series going on at the moment, which is for Cherry Hills by Stevie, and we have maybe some old Pineco Farm as well. And yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.